Brands that I called out about copying people's fashion, nothing says you copied my fashion, like trying to get me banned from social media now for speaking up and then blocking my account so I can't tag you in the comments on all of my accounts. Whoever in your social media team did that, good job. It's not like you're hidden. God shows me everything that you do, so you can try to like do treachery and then you can have your creative director be like, haha, we did florals first in 2018, but this wasn't about florals. This was about all sorts of things. So yeah, you can keep trying to pretend that it wasn't you and you don't do anything, but God will keep revealing to me everything you do and showing me like how you're trying to hide. Because that's what it is. You're trying to hide now from responsibility. And it's like, all right, the only thing you're going to hide from is profits. Because from now on, you're not really going to make a living. Your brand's not going to be huge anymore. Because you're trying to hide from the truth instead of owning it and being like, you know what? Maybe we should hire someone else. Maybe we shouldn't be hacky. Maybe we shouldn't copy other people's stuff and call it our own. Because that's stealing. And eventually, like, that comes back to you when you steal. So you stole my ideas and now it's coming back to me. The like attention's being drawn back to me and away from you like it should be. So essentially you just did millions or hundreds of millions of dollars worth of advertising for me. Like, it's nice that right now Versace's putting out my clothing and they're advertising it to me for less money than I sell it for. It's like, good job Versace, you're trying to undercut me at my own fashion brand. Like, that's wild. You're trying to sell my clothing to people for less money than I sell it for. But you know what it is? Clearly your stuff's either made in China or it's bad quality because you can't sell it for that cheap otherwise. There's something missing there. Because if I also manufacture my stuff in Italy or manufacture it in expensive parts of the world, then like there's something that you're not telling people. So yeah, and my materials are quality. Maybe your materials aren't quality, they're cheap, and that's why you can sell it for cheap. Because that's how other cheap brands sell their stuff for cheap, because they make it with cheap quality, cheap materials, cheap labor. So maybe that's the secret to you. I don't know. I just noticed that this latest season that you're rolling out is literally all my clothing. Like, you even have taken my idea of like jeans, my new idea for jeans, and you're doing it. Which is weird, because I haven't even put it out yet. And it's like, how did you even know that I was about to put that out and you went ahead and put it out before me? But I'm going to tell you this, Versace, your version of what I'm about to put out is ugly. My version is about to take the world by storm, so thanks for doing my advertising for me again. You already, like, did my advertising for me when you tried to put out my fashion like 2 seasons ago, and you spent $150 million, and people all around the world now know me. They now know Yeshaya Dank as the stylist, designer, artist, creative director of Yeshaya Dank, status symbol styling, Dank X Legend. They know me about all of that and all my streetwear brands because you advertised me. You advertised my style to the world. You even had a fashion walk that was all my styles on one walk. And then I started to put out my styles and everyone's like, oh wow, that's Yeshaya on the catwalk of Versace. But really it was your creative director who put out my stuff as his own. And now, ironically, I don't think you have that same creative director. You actually fired him, but you continue to put out my stuff, which I think is interesting. So, yeah, it's just interesting. All these brands, they can block me if they want on social media. They can report my posts as untruths if you want. You can have mass reporting. You can do that. You can go and mass lie if you want. And then eventually God will bring it back and everybody will figure out that you're lying. And the business will come to me for telling the truth and being honest and being moral and being ethical and not stealing and not pretending that my stuff, that other people's stuff is mine. And that's what's going to be, and that's okay. That's why I'm okay with it. That's why I'm like, okay, so you blocked me on social media. You tried to get your creative directors to put up stuff that like shows how you're before me, and it's like, you're not really before me. You're just, yeah, you might have put out stuff in years ago, but like now you're copying me, you're following me around, you're doing all these things that I'm doing. So yeah, years ago you might have done something else, but it doesn't even matter. So yeah, I don't care. I just speak the truth, and you can try to bully me out of my position, but you can't, because God set me in this position, not you. That's why like you trying to shut me down doesn't work. It just elevates me further.